Most people over 55 try to fix arthritis knee pain the hard way. They buy expensive braces, rely on pain pills, or push through workouts that only make the joints angrier. Today, I want to show you a doctor-backed routine that actually works, one you can do safely at home in just 10 minutes with no gym and no equipment. This routine comes directly from physiotherapy research and real-world rehabilitation clinics. It's designed to wake up the muscles that protect your knee, circulate healing fluid through the joint, and reduce inflammation naturally. Everything here has been simplified for home use so that you can start today, even if you haven't exercised in years. We'll go through 3 gentle moves, 2 food fixes, and 1 major mistake to avoid. Stay with me until move number 3. It delivers the fastest relief for most people. Before we start, grab a sturdy chair and a little bit of patience. These small motions can make a big difference when practiced daily. Let's begin with a quick explanation. Knee arthritis, or osteoarthritis, is not just bone on bone. It's a process where the cartilage that cushions the joint becomes thinner and less hydrated. Over time, the surrounding muscles weaken and stop supporting the joint effectively. The result: more pressure, more friction, more pain. But here's the hopeful part. Movement is medicine. Gentle, regular motion pushes joint fluid back into the cartilage like squeezing and refilling a sponge. Stronger leg and hip muscles absorb daily impact so the joint isn't overworked. It's a system you can train, and you can start right now. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, both feet flat on the floor, knees bent at about 90 degrees. Place your hands lightly on the sides of the chair for support. Slowly straighten your right leg until it's parallel to the ground. Feel the front of your thigh tighten. Hold that gentle squeeze for 3 seconds, then lower your foot back down. Repeat this motion 10 times, then switch to the left leg. Move slowly, breathe steadily. This simple action targets the quadriceps, the big muscles on the front of your thigh. These muscles are your knee's natural shock absorbers. When they're strong, they take pressure off the joint every time you stand, walk, or climb stairs. If you can't lift your leg all the way, that's perfectly fine. Start with smaller lifts and build up. The goal is control, not speed. Think of each repetition as oiling a hinge that's been squeaky for years. Safety cue. Sit back fully so your lower back is supported. If your chair slides, wedge it against a wall. Always stop if you feel sharp pain. Gentle effort is enough to create change. Why move 1 matters. A 2019 physiotherapy study from the University of Sydney found that patients who practiced daily seated leg extensions regained nearly 20% more functional strength in 6 weeks compared to those relying only on walking. Strength in the quadriceps directly correlates with less knee pain and better mobility. So, when you lift that leg, remind yourself, I'm teaching my muscles to carry the load, not my joint. Move 2, heel slides. Now we'll lubricate the joint itself. Sit or lie down with both legs stretched out. Slowly slide one heel toward your hips, bending the knee as far as feels comfortable. Then glide it back to the starting position. Imagine your heel painting a straight line on the floor. Do this 10 times on each leg. If you prefer to stay seated, place a towel or small cloth under your foot to help it glide smoothly. The movement should feel easy and rhythmical, like drawing and erasing a gentle curve. As you bend and extend, you're pumping synovial fluid, the natural lubricant, through the knee capsule. This motion nourishes the cartilage and reduces stiffness. It's especially useful first thing in the morning when your knees feel tight from inactivity. Safety cue: keep the motion slow and pain-free. If you hear gentle crackles or pops, that's normal. It's gas bubbles releasing inside the joint. Painful grinding, however, means you should limit the range and focus on smoothness. Mini pause for breathing. Before we go further, take a moment. Inhale deeply through the nose, exhale slowly through the mouth. As you exhale, picture tension leaving your knees. Relax your shoulders. Blood flow improves when you breathe deeply, and oxygen delivery helps the healing process. Move 3. Calf raises. Stand behind your chair. Hold the back for balance. Place your feet hip-width apart. Slowly lift your heels so you're standing on your toes. Hold for 2 seconds, then lower them down gently. Repeat 12 times. If balance is difficult, keep one hand on the chair and the other lightly touching a wall. Focus on moving evenly through both feet. This movement activates the calf muscles, which act like mini pumps for circulation. Strong calves help blood return upward from the lower legs, reducing swelling around the knees and ankles. Improved circulation means nutrients and oxygen reach the joint faster, speeding recovery. Chair-friendly option. If standing isn't comfortable, sit tall and lift your heels while keeping toes on the ground. You'll feel your calves engage the same way. You might start to feel warmth building in your legs. That's good. It means you're waking up the system that keeps joints nourished. We've completed 3 foundational moves: seated leg extensions to strengthen, heel slides to lubricate, and calf raises to circulate. Together, they form the core of your 10-minute routine. You've already re-educated the muscles and rehydrated the joint, all without leaving your chair or needing gym gear. But we're just getting started. In the next section, we'll add 2 more supportive habits: food fixes that work from the inside out. These aren't supplements you have to buy, just practical, evidence-based foods you probably already have in your kitchen. Before that, stand up slowly, stretch your legs, and notice how your knees feel. A little looser? A little lighter? That's your circulation responding. Even a few minutes of correct motion can create measurable improvement. Your knees are not just hinges, they're living tissue that feeds on what you eat every single day. The joint cartilage has no direct blood vessels. It depends on nutrients diffusing through joint fluid. That means the healthier that fluid, the healthier your knees. So now that you've completed the 3 gentle movements, let's strengthen your healing from the inside with 2 powerful science-backed food strategies. Food fix number 1, omega-3 power. The inflammation balancer. If knee pain feels hot, swollen, or achy at the end of the day, inflammation is likely driving it. While medications can quiet that fire temporarily, diet can retrain it permanently. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel work at the cellular level to calm the enzymes that inflame joint tissue. You don't need fancy supplements to begin. Start by adding 1 omega-3 source daily. That might be a tablespoon of ground flaxseed sprinkled on breakfast oats, a handful of walnuts as an afternoon snack, or a few chia seeds stirred into yogurt. If you enjoy fish, aim for 2 servings of fatty fish per week. Canned salmon, tuna in water, or frozen fillets all count. The goal is consistency, not perfection. For vegetarians, flaxseed oil or algae-based omega-3 capsules are safe alternatives. Studies show they raise anti-inflammatory markers just as effectively in seniors when taken regularly. Let's understand why this matters. Inflammation is not just pain. It's a chemical reaction where immune cells release cytokines that irritate the joint lining. Omega-3 fats flip the switch on those cytokines, signaling your body to produce resolvins, tiny molecules that literally resolve inflammation. It's the difference between throwing water on the fire and simply running away from the smoke. Simple daily plan: breakfast, oatmeal with flaxseed and cinnamon; lunch, vegetable soup drizzled with olive oil; dinner, baked salmon or lentil patties with spinach. Every meal can carry a drop of healing. If you take blood-thinning medication, check with your doctor first before adding concentrated fish oil capsules. For most people, dietary sources are perfectly safe and highly effective. Supporting habit: hydration and joint fluid. Cartilage acts like a sponge, but it only works if that sponge stays moist. Many seniors don't drink enough water because thirst fades with age. Mild dehydration thickens joint fluid and makes movement stiff. A simple fix: fill a bottle with plain water or diluted lemon water and keep it visible wherever you sit. Aim for 1 glass every hour while awake. Even herbal tea counts. Try this mental cue. Every time you stand up to move your knees, take a sip. You'll link hydration to motion, 2 allies for joint comfort. Food fix number 2, vitamin D plus collagen support, the builder combo. Now let's talk about rebuilding the joint from within. After age 55, the body's ability to make collagen, the soft scaffolding of cartilage, drops sharply. Vitamin D acts like the foreman guiding calcium and collagen into the right places. Low levels of D mean slower repair, weaker bones, and more stiffness. Unfortunately, nearly 60% of adults over 60 are deficient because we spend less time in sunlight and the skin becomes less efficient at converting it. Here's what to do. Spend 10 to 15 minutes in early morning sunlight 3 or 4 days per week, exposing arms and legs. Include vitamin D-rich foods, eggs, fortified milk, mushrooms, or fish. Ask your doctor about a simple blood test. If your level is low, a small supplement, often 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily, is enough. Pair vitamin D with collagen-supporting nutrients such as vitamin C from oranges, guava, or bell peppers, and amino acids from protein foods. A comforting traditional option is bone broth or slow-cooked soup made with vegetables and herbs. It provides gelatin, which the body converts to collagen peptides that nourish cartilage. If you prefer plant-based choices, soy protein and spirulina offer similar amino profiles. One practical evening ritual: a warm cup of turmeric ginger milk with a pinch of black pepper. The curcumin in turmeric works alongside collagen and vitamin D pathways to reduce oxidative stress in the joint. Think of this nightly drink as your liquid physiotherapy. Meet Lila, a 68-year-old retiree who thought her walking days were over. She added these two food fixes, flaxseed in breakfast and a cup of broth with dinner, alongside the daily 10-minute routine. Within 3 weeks, she could squat to pick up her grandchild without wincing. Her doctor noted lower swelling and improved mobility. No new drugs, just small, consistent nutrition habits. Myth 1: I need expensive joint supplements. In most cases, you don't. Many over-the-counter pills promise relief but contain tiny amounts of active ingredients. Clinical research repeatedly shows that simple food-based nutrients, omega-3s, vitamin D, and protein, work as well or better when combined with gentle exercise. Myth 2: calcium tablets alone fix joints. Calcium helps bones, not cartilage. Without vitamin D and movement, calcium may not even reach where it's needed. That's why sunlight and strength are the true partners of calcium. Myth 3: pain means I'm damaging my knee. Not necessarily. With arthritis, mild discomfort during movement is often just stiffness being released. Sharp, stabbing pain is a stop signal. Dull achiness that fades as you move is usually safe and therapeutic. Every bite you take can be either fuel or friction for your knees. When you replace processed oils and sugary snacks with natural anti-inflammatory foods, you literally change the chemistry of pain. It doesn't happen overnight, but even within 7 days, most people notice mornings feel easier and stairs less intimidating. Remember, this isn't about restriction, it's about restoration. You're rebuilding tissue meal by meal. Motion sends nutrients toward the joint. Nutrition provides the raw material. Think of them as two gears that only work when they turn together. If you move but eat poorly, you run out of building blocks. If you eat well but stay still, nutrients never reach the target. Combine both, and your knees start behaving 10 years younger. So tomorrow morning, as you sit with your tea, perform 5 seated leg extensions and sip your omega-3 fortified smoothie. Let food and movement greet each other. Now that you've learned how to feed your knees from the inside, let's discuss one crucial behavioral trap that keeps arthritis pain alive, the single biggest mistake most people make when trying to heal. We'll also cover simple daily habits that keep your progress steady, posture cues, pacing, and how to rest smartly instead of resting wrong. Take a slow breath, roll your shoulders back, and notice how you feel. Your body's already responding. Let's keep that progress moving. Now that you know how to move and eat for stronger knees, it's time to talk about something that quietly destroys progress for thousands of people every day, the one habit that keeps your pain coming back no matter what else you do. That habit is resting too much. It sounds harmless, even logical. Your knees hurt, so you sit down more. You take the elevator instead of the stairs. You skip your walk. You tell yourself you're letting them heal. But arthritis doesn't heal through stillness. It stiffens through stillness. Movement is not the enemy. Movement is the signal your body needs to begin recovery. Why too much rest makes pain worse. Let's look at what happens when you stop moving for long periods. The fluid that lubricates your joints, called synovial fluid, is produced only when the joint moves. Think of it like oil that circulates through a machine. If the machine sits idle, the oil thickens, the gears rust, and the next time you try to move, everything feels stuck and painful. Inside your knees, the same principle applies. Immobility thickens the joint fluid, the muscles around the knee weaken, and your balance begins to fade. That's why after sitting for a long movie or a car ride, it takes several stiff steps before the pain loosens up. Even a small dose of daily movement keeps that internal oil pump working. It maintains circulation, nourishes cartilage, and strengthens the muscles that hold the knee in alignment. One physiotherapist calls this the rust versus rest principle. If you rest too much, you rust. If you move wisely, you mend. The trick is to find that middle ground, gentle, pain-free movement done consistently. You don't need to become a gym member or start jogging, you just need to stay in motion. Every sit to stand from your chair, every heel lift while brushing your teeth, every few minutes of gentle stretching between TV shows. It all counts. Now, don't mistake movement for overwork. Arthritis also hates overuse. Smart rest means you balance short bursts of activity with relaxation that improves circulation rather than freezing it. Here's how to rest smart. 1. Change positions every 20 to 30 minutes. If you've been sitting, stand up and stretch. If you've been standing, sit for a few minutes with your legs supported. 2. Use active rest. Instead of collapsing into a recliner, prop your legs slightly up on a cushion and circle your ankles or flex your toes. You're still moving, just gently. 3. Heat before, ice after. Apply a warm compress or take a warm shower before doing your 10-minute routine. It relaxes tissue and improves motion. Afterward, if you feel mild swelling or fatigue, use a cool pack for 5 to 7 minutes. 4. Massage mindfully. With your palms or fingertips, sweep gently upward along your thighs toward your hips to assist circulation. Avoid pressing directly on the kneecap. Smart rest restores blood flow and prevents the cycle of stiffness, posture, and daily alignment. Another silent contributor to knee pain is posture. Many seniors unknowingly shift their body weight forward when standing, putting constant pressure on the knees instead of distributing it through the hips and ankles. Here's a quick reset you can do anywhere. Stand tall, feet shoulder-width apart. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Slightly tighten your lower belly. Keep your knees soft, not locked. Shift a little weight into your heels until you feel balanced. This posture instantly relieves knee stress because it realigns your skeleton so the big muscles do the heavy lifting instead of the tiny joint tissues. When walking, keep your steps small and smooth. Avoid stomping or taking exaggerated strides. Think of your walk as a gentle glide, heel to toe. If balance feels shaky, use a walking stick on the opposite side of your sore knee until strength improves. Designing your daily schedule for recovery. The most successful patients I've seen are not the ones who exercise hardest. They're the ones who plan small, repeatable actions into their day. Here's a simple structure you can follow. Morning, after waking. Perform your heel slides or seated leg extensions before you even get out of bed or chair. It warms the knees and reduces morning stiffness. Midday, after lunch, do 5 to 10 calf raises while waiting for your tea to brew. Follow with a short walk inside your home. Even one hallway counts. Evening, after dinner, repeat your seated extensions for a few minutes while watching TV. End with deep breathing and your warm turmeric drink to relax the muscles. The key is frequency. The more often you cue gentle motion, the faster your nervous system learns that movement is safe again. Many seniors hesitate to move because they associate every twinge with danger. But pain and harm are not the same thing. Pain is often the body's protective alarm. It can sound even when there's no real damage. By moving carefully within a comfortable range, you teach your brain that these motions are safe. Over time, the alarm quiets down. In research from the University of Nottingham, patients who practice graded exposure, small, pain-free motion daily, reported 40% less pain within a month compared to those who avoided activity entirely. Movement literally retrains your nervous system to trust your body again. So the next time your knees ache after a short walk, tell yourself, that's not a setback, that's a conversation. Listen, adjust, and continue gently. You can also design your surroundings to support healthy movement. Stable seating. Choose firm chairs with armrests. Avoid deep sofas that trap your hips lower than your knees. Footwear. Use cushioned shoes with supportive arches. Avoid flat slippers that let your knees twist inward. Floor safety. Remove small rugs or clutter that make you hesitant to move. Confidence reduces stiffness. Temperature. Keep your knees warm. Cold air can increase stiffness in arthritic joints. Light knee sleeves or soft wraps help maintain warmth without restricting movement. Little adjustments like these keep your routine sustainable and safe. Here's how to remember it easily. Bad rest, long hours of sitting, leg still, cold knees, screen time marathons. Good rest, short breaks, light motion, gentle warmth, mindful breathing. Do your 10-minute sequence daily, but keep the rest of your day sprinkled with micro movements. Small bursts that prevent stiffness from creeping back. Take a moment to appreciate what you're doing right now. You're not fighting your body, you're re-educating it. Every slow lift, every mindful step, every cup of water or bit of sunlight is a message that healing is possible. The knee you have is capable of improvement no matter your age. In the next section, we'll answer common questions seniors often ask about knee arthritis: when to use heat or ice, how to deal with cracking sounds, and whether this routine can help after a knee replacement. Before that, roll your shoulders back, take a deep breath, and remember our motto: if you rest too much, you rust. Move wisely. Now that you understand how movement, nutrition, and smart rest work together, let's go through some of the most common questions people over 55 ask about arthritis knee pain. These answers come from a blend of physiotherapy experience, medical research, and hundreds of conversations I've had with patients who've successfully regained their mobility. Each answer is designed to clear confusion, give you confidence, and help you stay consistent. Q1. My knees make cracking or popping sounds. Should I be worried? That's one of the most common and most misunderstood issues. Cracking or popping sounds, what doctors call crepitus, usually come from harmless gas bubbles forming and bursting inside the joint fluid. It's similar to the sound you hear when you crack your knuckles. In an arthritic knee, the surfaces are a little rougher and the tendons may move slightly over bony edges, which makes the sounds louder. As long as there's no sharp pain, swelling, or catching that locks the joint, those sounds are nothing to fear. In fact, gentle movement often reduces those noises over time because the fluid becomes more consistent and the muscles regain control. So if you hear a few clicks during your exercises, smile. It's your knee saying it's awake and moving again. Q2. What's better for knee pain, heat or ice? Great question, and the answer depends on timing. Heat is best before movement. It relaxes stiff muscles and increases blood flow so your joints feel more fluid. A warm shower, a heating pad, or even a soft towel warmed in the microwave for 20 to 30 seconds works well. Ice is best after activity if the knee feels warm, swollen, or fatigued. A cold compress for 5 to 10 minutes calms inflammation and prevents fluid buildup. Think of it this way: heat prepares, ice repairs. Avoid applying either for too long. Excess heat can cause mild swelling, and too much cold can stiffen the muscles. Balance is key. Q3. How do I know if this routine is helping? The first sign isn't total pain relief, it's ease of movement. You'll notice you can stand from a chair more smoothly, walk longer before stiffness sets in, or climb stairs without needing to pull on the railing. Most people feel subtle improvements within 7 to 10 days of consistent practice. Within 4 to 6 weeks, the change becomes obvious. Fewer pain flares, more strength, and better confidence in walking. Keep a simple pain diary. Each morning, rate your knee comfort on a scale from 1, worst, to 10, best. When you look back after 2 weeks, you'll see small but steady progress. That visual proof keeps motivation alive. Q4. Can I do this routine if I have a knee replacement? Yes, but with some adjustments and your doctor's clearance. Once your surgeon confirms that your joint has healed, usually after 8 to 12 weeks, gentle motion becomes essential to maintain strength around the new joint. Focus on heel slides to maintain flexibility, seated leg extensions to build the thigh, calf raises for circulation. Avoid kneeling or deep squats unless your surgeon approves. The artificial joint has a specific range of motion, and forcing beyond it can strain the tissues. Many people with knee replacements actually find that this light 10-minute routine keeps both their replaced and natural knee healthy for years. Q5. My knees swell up by evening. What should I do? Evening swelling often means your joint worked hard during the day. It's a sign of fatigue, not failure. Try this recovery formula. 1. Elevate. Sit or lie with your legs raised slightly above heart level. Use a few pillows or a folded blanket. 2. Massage upward. With gentle strokes, move your hands from ankle to thigh for a minute to encourage fluid return. 3. Cool compress. Apply ice for 8 to 10 minutes. 4. Deep breathing. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6. Calm breathing improves circulation and lowers inflammation hormones. Over time, as muscles strengthen and blood flow improves, swelling episodes usually become less frequent and less severe. Q6. I take arthritis medications. Can I still do this routine? Absolutely. These exercises are complementary to medical treatment, not replacements. They work by improving the mechanics of your body while medication addresses the chemistry. Always inform your doctor that you're adding daily exercise, especially if you're taking anti-inflammatory drugs or blood thinners. Your doctor may even adjust your dosage. Few people realize how much breathing affects joint pain. When you breathe shallowly, stress hormones rise and blood flow decreases. Deep, slow breathing during movement signals safety to the brain and reduces perceived pain. Try this simple rhythm. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6. Repeat it during each exercise. You'll notice your muscles relax and your range improves instantly. If some days feel harder, that's okay. Healing is not a straight line. Arthritis management is a partnership between your body and your patients. Even 5 minutes of gentle effort counts as progress. As one of my senior patients once said, "I didn't stop aging. I just started cooperating with it." That's the mindset you're building right now. In the next section, we'll recap everything you've learned, from the 3 moves to the 2 food fixes and the 1 mistake to avoid. And I'll share a clear 7-day plan to help you track and maintain your progress safely. You're already doing something most people never do, taking control, calmly and intelligently. That's real self-care, and it's working for you right now. You've now learned how to move correctly, how to nourish your joints, and how to rest wisely. The next step is consistency, the bridge between knowing and healing. Every person who succeeds in reversing stiffness and reducing arthritis pain has one thing in common. They built a small, repeatable rhythm. Not perfection, not intensity, rhythm. That's why I've created this simple 7-day progress plan you can follow immediately. No special gear, no schedules to memorize, just clear steps you can print or keep in your phone. Day 1, reset and reconnect. Your goal today isn't performance, it's awareness. Sit on a chair, do your seated leg extensions gently for 1 minute each leg. Notice where your knee feels heavy or tight. Don't judge it, just observe. Finish with 3 slow breaths, focusing on your exhale. Evening, write a short note like "did it," felt 60% flexible. This simple self-check builds accountability. Day 2, lubricate and warm. Start your day with heel slides in bed or seated, 10 reps each side. Follow with 5 calf raises while holding your chair. At lunch, sip warm water or green tea with a few drops of lemon. Hydration helps your cartilage soak up nutrients. End your day with a 10-minute walk inside your house or on your porch. Day 3, strengthen the support. Today, focus on leg extensions again, but hold each lift for 3 full seconds before lowering. You can imagine you're gently pulling your kneecap towards your hip. That helps activate the thigh muscle correctly. Add 1 extra round of calf raises if you feel confident. Nutrition cue: include 1 omega-3 source, maybe flaxseed in your breakfast or walnuts as a snack. Day 4, balance and posture. Stand behind your chair, do mini half squats. Bend knees just a little, about 20 degrees, then rise back up. Keep your weight in your heels, chest lifted. Afterwards, stand tall, roll your shoulders back, and hold posture for 20 seconds. You're teaching your body alignment that protects the knees without effort. Evening, massage both thighs gently with warm oil or lotion using upward strokes. This stimulates circulation and reduces soreness. Day 5, circulate and cool alternate between heel slides and calf raises, 10 each. After your mini session, place a cool compress over your knees for 5 minutes. Take note, are your knees feeling less gritty when you move? That's your joint fluid doing its job. Nutrition cue: include vitamin D foods, eggs, milk, or mushrooms, and add a small portion of cooked spinach or soup. Day 6, combine and breathe. Repeat all 3 main moves. 1, leg extensions, 10 reps. 2, heel slides, 10 reps. 3, calf raises, 10 reps. Finish with 3 slow deep breaths after each exercise. This day reinforces the complete cycle: strength, lubrication, and circulation. Evening tip: write down 1 improvement you noticed, even if small. Stairs easier, less ache after sitting, or more energy. This builds psychological reinforcement, which science shows increases long-term adherence by 60%. Day 7, rest smartly and reflect. Today, focus on smart rest. Change sitting positions often, elevate your legs, do ankle circles, and hydrate well. You've completed a full week of consistent action that deserves celebration. Reflection cue. Ask yourself what felt easiest and which part of the day helped me move best. These answers personalize your next week of progress. Let's recap the heart of your 10-minute arthritis knee routine. 3 moves that rebuild strength and motion. 1. Seated leg extensions. Strengthen the quadriceps, relieve joint pressure. 2. Heel slides. Lubricate and rehydrate cartilage. 3. Calf raises. Boost circulation, reduce swelling. 2 food fixes that heal from inside. 1. Omega-3 fats, calm inflammation. 2. Vitamin D plus collagen support, rebuild joint tissue and resilience. 1 mistake to avoid: over-resting. Stillness stiffens, gentle motion heals. That's your foundation. 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 6 elements of relief. When repeated daily, these 6 simple actions create measurable improvements within weeks. It's the same principle used in physiotherapy clinics worldwide, just simplified for your living room. Arthritis doesn't vanish overnight, but your body can adapt quickly when given consistent signals. Here's what most people experience. Week 1, noticeable reduction in stiffness and better morning motion. Week 2 to 3, decrease in daily pain peaks. Walking and sitting transitions feel smoother. Week 4 to 6, stronger thigh muscles, improved balance, and confidence returning. Week 8 onward, long-term relief and less reliance on medication or braces. Even small progress counts. If you can bend your knee 10 degrees more than last month, that's success. Each degree represents muscle reactivation and joint nourishment. Consistency isn't just about remembering, it's about believing your effort matters. You're not trying to fix old knees, you're teaching your body a new language. Every movement, every healthy bite, every deep breath says to your brain, this body is still adaptable. When you feel discouraged, remember this: cartilage cells respond to motion no matter your age. In fact, seniors who move daily show measurable improvements in cartilage density and joint lubrication compared to inactive adults. One study from the University of Missouri tracked older adults performing chair-based exercises 3 times a week. After 12 weeks, participants not only had stronger legs, but reported 50% less pain during daily tasks. None of them joined a gym. They simply moved with intention. Habits form when cues, actions, and rewards line up. So create small anchors. Cue: put your chair near a window. Seeing sunlight reminds you to move. Action: do your 10-minute routine while the kettle boils or your morning news plays. Reward: sip your favorite tea afterward and feel your knees warm and light. Attach the habit to something you already do. That's the secret. If you ever miss a day, don't quit. Just restart. 1 skipped day changes nothing. 1 consistent week changes everything. Your daily affirmation: end each routine with this short thought. My knees are learning to move smoothly again. I treat them with patience, not pressure. You'll be amazed how that small sentence resets your attitude. When the mind calms, the muscles follow. Stress hormones drop, joint circulation improves, and the body heals faster. You've built the foundation: movement, nutrition, smart rest, and now consistency. In the next section, we'll explore how to measure progress safely, how to deal with flare-ups when weather or fatigue hit, and what signals show your knees are genuinely improving, not just feeling better temporarily. You're halfway through your transformation. Every gentle repetition you've done so far is teaching your body resilience, and your knees are listening. Take 1 more slow, deep breath, stretch your legs forward, and smile. You're already moving toward comfort, strength, and independence. You've learned how to move, eat, and rest in a way that supports recovery. Now, let's talk about how to see your progress clearly and stay calm on the difficult days, because every healing journey has ups and downs. How to track real progress, not just pain. Many people judge their recovery only by how much pain they feel that day. But pain fluctuates. Weather, sleep, or stress can change it. Instead, focus on function and frequency. Ask yourself 3 questions each evening. 1. Did I move more easily than yesterday? 2. Did stiffness fade faster after rest? 3. Did I finish my routine without needing to stop? If you can answer yes to even one of those, that's progress. Keep a small notebook or use your phone's notes app. Write quick entries like stood from chair without pushing arms, Walked 5 minutes pain-free, morning stiffness gone in 10 minutes. These mini victories are data points. After 2 weeks, you'll see patterns, proof that your body is learning again. When pain flares up, what's really happening? Even with perfect consistency, you'll occasionally feel flare-ups, days when your knees ache more than usual. That doesn't mean you're regressing, it means your body is adjusting. Here's why it happens. Muscle reactivation soreness. As dormant muscles wake up, they produce mild aches similar to post-workout tension. Weather and pressure changes. Drops in barometric pressure make tissues expand slightly, creating tightness. Overuse in daily life, gardening too long, long walks on uneven ground, or skipping hydration can trigger inflammation. When flare-ups occur, don't stop everything. Simply shift to the gentle mode. Gentle mode plan. 1. Warm compress for 10 minutes. 2. Perform half-range versions of your exercises, smaller leg lifts, slower slides. 3. Add 2 extra glasses of water that day. 4. Breathe slowly for 5 cycles before bed. This tells your nervous system, I'm still moving, but safely. Within a day or two, pain usually subsides. Many seniors swear they can predict rain in their knees. Science partly supports that. When air pressure drops before storms, joint capsules slightly expand. In arthritic joints where the lining is sensitive, that expansion feels like dull pressure or ache. You can't change the weather, but you can prepare for it. Weather smart routine. On colder or damp days, warm up longer. 2 minutes of gentle heel slides before standing. Keep your knees covered with light wraps or leggings to maintain warmth. Use heat before and light movement after sitting for long periods. Think of yourself as weatherproofing your joints rather than fighting nature. Recognizing true improvement signals. Real improvement shows up in subtle ways. Speed of recovery. You bounce back faster after activity. Energy levels. You end the day less tired because movement becomes efficient. Confidence. You stop hesitating before steps or chairs. Mood lift. Your body's natural endorphins from movement elevate your outlook. These gains often appear before dramatic pain reduction, so notice them and celebrate. Healing is not only mechanical, it's emotional. Many people with arthritis develop movement anxiety, a fear that motion will make things worse. That fear tightens muscles, limits motion, and ironically increases pain. Confidence is your invisible medicine. When you move calmly, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that quiet pain signals. That's why patients who trust the process improve faster even when their routine is identical to others. Try this affirmation before each session. My knees are safe to move. Gentle motion is healing motion. Say it softly but clearly. It reframes movement from danger to care. Before or after your exercises, do this short mental physical reset. 1. Sit upright with hands on your thighs. 2. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. 3. Hold for 2 seconds. 4. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds, whispering, relax. 5. While exhaling, picture warmth spreading through your knees. Repeat 4 times. This breathing pattern not only lowers stress hormones but improves oxygen delivery to joint tissue. Many seniors report their knees feeling lighter immediately after. Some days you'll think, it's not working. That's the moment to remind yourself, arthritis management is about direction, not perfection. If you're moving a bit easier today than last month, you're winning. Here's a reframe. Imagine your knees as students in class. They've been sitting quietly for years, forgetting what movement feels like. You're the teacher reintroducing lessons, one small, gentle step at a time. It takes repetition before fluency returns. Be patient. Progress for arthritis is measured in function, not speed. If you live with family, invite them to join your 10-minute routine. Turn it into shared movement time. If you live alone, set a daily alarm titled Knee Care Time. That simple nudge replaces discipline with habit. Some people find joining online senior fitness groups helps accountability. Even reading others' progress stories increases motivation chemicals in the brain, the same response triggered by success itself. Simple tools can make tracking fun. Step counters or smartwatches. Aim for small goals like 500 extra steps each week. Reminder apps. Schedule gentle stretch breaks every 2 hours. Voice memos. Record short notes describing how your knees feel. Listen later to hear your improvement. These are not about competition. They're about awareness. Your daily routine is safe for most adults, But always check in with your healthcare provider if you notice persistent swelling that lasts more than 3 days, sudden locking or giving way of the knee, redness or heat suggesting infection, new pain spreading to hips or ankles. Doctors appreciate patients who stay active. It makes recovery partnerships stronger. By this point, you've rebuilt the foundation of joint health. The next phase is maintenance, keeping your knees happy for years. Key mindset: movement is not a phase, it's hygiene. Just like brushing your teeth, daily motion keeps your joints clean and nourished. Skip it for a few days and stiffness creeps back. Stay consistent and mobility stays young. Every 10-minute session adds up to hours of stronger circulation and muscle tone each month. Over a year, that's dozens of extra walks, better balance, and fewer falls. In the next chapter, we'll go deeper into long-term maintenance, how to combine your 10-minute routine with real-life activities like walking, gardening, and stair climbing, so every part of your day supports your knees. We'll also cover a motivational recap and closing call to action to keep you inspired beyond these 12 minutes. Take a moment right now to thank yourself. You've stayed consistent through learning, practice, and patience. That calm discipline is the true therapy your knees needed all along, Gandiscan. You've rebuilt your foundation, strength, flexibility, and daily rhythm. Now it's time to extend that progress into the rest of your life. Because true recovery isn't about a few exercises, it's about teaching your whole lifestyle to support your knees. Your knees are like a car engine. They stay healthy when they're driven gently but regularly. When you park them for too long, parts stiffen. When you over-rev, they overheat. Maintenance means finding that smooth middle speed every day. Think of the 10-minute routine as your tune-up. Around it, sprinkle natural motion through your day. Walking to the mailbox, tidying the garden, standing to stretch during TV. These are not chores, they're extensions of therapy. Integrating movement into everyday life. 1. Walking wisely. Walking remains the best low-impact cardio for arthritic knees. The key is moderation and form. Start with short distances, 5 to 10 minutes on even ground. Keep your posture tall, arms swinging naturally, gaze forward. If pain rises above a mild ache, shorten the distance but add another mini walk later. 2 short walks outperform 1 long, painful one. When outdoors, choose morning or late afternoon walks when temperatures are comfortable. Avoid steep slopes at first. Gentle inclines build confidence without strain. A walking buddy or gentle background music can transform it from exercise to enjoyment. 2. Stairs and steps. Use stairs as training tools, not enemies. Hold the railing, go slowly. Up with the stronger leg, down with the weaker. That pattern reduces load by up to 30%. Even 2 flights a day strengthen hips and thighs, which are your knees' shock absorbers. 3. Household chores as therapy. Dusting, cooking, folding laundry, all create micro movements. The secret is posture. Keep knees softly bent, avoid locking joints, and shift weight between feet. Break tasks into segments. Stand, then sit, then stretch. Each transition pumps circulation like a mini exercise. 4. Gardening without grinding. Gardening is wonderful therapy if done smartly. Use a small stool instead of kneeling, or garden at waist-high planters. Wear padded gloves and knee sleeves for warmth. Take breaks every 15 minutes to stand and straighten. You'll nurture both your plants and your joints. 5. Travel and outings. Long car or plane trips can stiffen knees fast. Every 30 minutes, circle your ankles or gently straighten one leg. Hydrate well. Dehydration thickens joint fluid. When standing up, pause for 2 breaths before walking. Let blood flow return evenly. Strong knees rely on strong hips and core. Add these 2 bonus moves twice a week once you feel confident. 1. Side leg raises. Stand behind a chair. Lift one leg sideways 6 inches. Hold 2 seconds. Lower slowly. Builds outer hip support. 2. Seated marching. While seated, lift each knee alternately like slow marching. Improves coordination and circulation. These small extras reduce knee strain in every daily motion. Rising, turning, balancing. Lifelong joint protection habits. 1. Warm up before effort. Even walking benefits from 1 minute of heel slides first. 2. Mind your weight. Every 10 pounds of body weight adds 30 to 40 pounds of force to your knees when walking. Gradual loss, even 5 pounds, can reduce pain by 20%. 3. Keep good footwear. Replace shoes yearly or sooner if soles tilt or flatten. 4. Maintain muscle tone. Muscle is your joint insurance policy. It cushions every step. 5. Sleep well. Deep sleep repairs connective tissue and balances inflammation hormones. Each small discipline compounds into decades of freedom. Weathering setbacks. Inevitably, life happens. A busy week, travel, illness. Missing a few sessions doesn't erase progress. The key is how quickly you restart. Return gently. Day 1 of the 7-day plan, 1 round only. Within 2 days, your rhythm will return. Signs your knees are thriving. You rise from a chair without using hands. You can bend to tie shoes easily. You walk briskly without stiffness. You sleep better because discomfort fades at night. When you notice these, take a quiet moment of gratitude. Healing often arrives quietly. From pain management to independence, the true victory isn't just less pain, it's confidence. Confidence to walk without fearing a step. Confidence to travel, garden, dance, or play with grandchildren. That independence is worth every slow repetition you've practiced. Remember, you're not getting old, you're getting skilled at aging well. You've learned the language of joint care, a language built on attention and kindness. Take David, a 62-year-old former accountant. He could barely kneel to pray without pain. After 8 weeks of daily 10-minute sessions, he reported walking half a mile pain-free. His doctor reduced his anti-inflammatory dosage. He says, "I didn't get new knees, I got new habits." That's what this program does. It doesn't replace joints. It renews your relationship with them. Think of each session as an investment, not just in today's comfort, but in your future independence. Every grandparent who can kneel to hug their grandchild, every senior who walks unaided through a park, that's the real dividend of patience. You're demonstrating to others that age is not an obstacle, it's an opportunity for mastery. After 6 to 8 weeks, once basic moves feel effortless, you can add small progressions. Ankle weights, 1-2 pounds for seated extensions. Elastic band around thighs for light resistance during heel slides. Balance hold. Stand on one leg 5 seconds with chair nearby. Never rush these additions. Only add when existing routine feels smooth and pain-free. Always end with light stretching and breathing. Your lifestyle checklist. Daily 10-minute routine. Omega-3 and vitamin D-rich diet. Hydration goal, 6 to 8 glasses per day. Regular sleep schedule. Positive self-talk and gratitude. When all 5 align, inflammation drops naturally, strength rises, and life feels lighter. You've completed the transformation path, from understanding arthritis to mastering daily control. In the final chapter, we'll bring it all together, a concise recap, a motivational close, and a call to action that reminds you that healing doesn't end here. It continues every morning you move. Before we go there, take one calm inhale, stretch your legs gently forward, and whisper to yourself, "My knees are working for me, not against me." That single belief will carry you farther than any medicine alone ever could. You've just completed the 10-minute arthritis knee routine that helps rebuild strength, ease stiffness, and protect your joints. No gym, no pressure, just science-based daily care. If this video helped you, hit like so more people over 55 can find it. Comment below knee relief if you'd like a printable version of today's routine. And if you're serious about staying active, subscribe for more doctor-approved exercises, foods, and habits that keep you strong, steady, and independent for years to come. Remember, it's not about age, it's about motion. 10 minutes a day can change the way you move for life.